Jenna, while lawmakers agree something needs to be done to address domestic terrorism, today's hearing started with finger-pointing.
We cannot deny that hate has a big platform. There are media figures like Tucker Carlson dragging racist conspiracy theories into mainstream America.
Report by the Center of Strategic and International Studies found that 40% of all domestic terrorist attacks in 2021 were from the left.
After that showing, Professor Robert Pape testified it's these political logjams that make it nearly impossible for Washington to address threats to our democracy.
Build from the center and to build working groups of the 10 of the senators who can really work together the most, and to build out from there, and then to build a national conversation from that group, regardless of what happens in the outcome of the 2022 election or so forth. The difficulty is that the electoral pressures are so intense that it's getting in the way of any serious governings.
The son of a Buffalo victim called on lawmakers to do something, or basically get out of the way for someone else to get the job done.
My mother's life mattered. My mother's life mattered. And your actions here today will tell us how much it matters to you.
Former FBI Special Agent Michael German urged that monitoring and acting on social media threats could help prevent future attacks.
The white supremacist attackers in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, and El Paso all gained access to materials online and expressed their hateful and violent intentions on social media.
The problem, he pointed out, is the difficulty of zeroing in on comments that truly represent a threat of violence. Homeland Security issued a warning Tuesday that extremist groups are already going online to encourage copycat attacks of what happened at the Uvalde school.
Our domestic extremists and our domestic terrorists had learned from the TTPs, the tactics, techniques, and procedures of jihadi terrorists, and they were also using online forums effectively to do likewise.
Because of the overwhelming amount of online threats, state intelligence centers were set up to focus solely on sifting through posts and passing on credible threats to federal authorities. Donnell Harvin ran the center in Washington, D.C.
You can say just about any hateful, violent thing you want online. Our Constitution protects that, but you can't say that directed towards a person or a place.
Harvin says the country is ripe with division that domestic extremist groups can exploit, and they make those fights their own as a recruitment tactic.
We've seen this recently as domestic extremists adopt the narrative surrounding abortion rights, acts of violence and vandalism increasing against pro-life groups. Just this morning, for example, a faith-based pregnancy center in Buffalo was firebombed by radical abortion advocates.